he really cheated a lot of people out of money, and it's a straight fraud.
All right, in Bitcoin news, man, the drama is still going on with Craig Wright. You know what happened?
What's going on with Craig? Good old Craigie boy.
The fake Toshi.
Fake Toshi.
The UK judge froze his account. He's basically a bunch of assets to prevent him to basically evade the cost on the court. It's not that much. I mean the guy is a billionaire, but it's about 7.4 million that basically they wanted to get from him.
He's a sore loser, I'm sure. I mean, he's the one that started like this whole drama, right? I still don't get it. Like, he's obviously not Satoshi. He's probably gonna take his ball and run home and take his ball with him.
That's basically it. He and just like no, you keep the ball in the game, man.
I know, right?
I think that paying the fees is not about the money. It's for him. It's probably, as you said, he's a sore loser. And he doesn't want to admit that he lost. Mm-hmm. So paying the fee, that means that he's admitting that he lost the whole thing, right?
That's a good point. I mean, that's a point. It is just kind of form of symbolism. Like, all right, you made us go through this thing. And by the way, I think it was since 2021 that they've been going through this. So it's been a good 3 years. It's not cheap to have all this. So 7.4 million actually doesn't even seem like that much. Like, it seems like it should be more that he should have to pay.
For sure. It was just a back and forth, right? And obviously maybe some lawyer expenses as well for all of the defendant and things like that. So, but that was one of the news. There's more news as well. Do you remember SBF? We haven't heard it lately, but I mean, the guy was like a very, very important piece of crypto at some point. His full name is Sam Bankman-Fried, but it's kind of hard to say it, and it's too long. So then everyone in the field, they called him SBF.
Yeah. I mean, SBF, you might also know him as the white dude with the fro.
I mean,
I mean, so yeah, I mean, we're hearing in the news, right, that he finally got his sentence, right? I mean, a lot of people have really been looking forward to this day. I mean, last week we talked a little bit about that. Hey, that we know we're going to jail, or that he's going to jail, and now we're seeing that it's going to be 25 years. I mean, that's
25 years. It's I mean, right now the guy is 32. Mm-hmm. So it's like he's going to be out, I guess, in retirement time for him.
Hey, it's not a bad deal, I guess, right? I'm sure he has money tucked away somewhere. And once he gets out, he'll be able to access those funds. So, by 32 plus 25, that's if he serves the full 25, right? He'll be in his late 50s.
Yeah.
Going to have some money, even if he has some crypto still tucked away somewhere. It's not gonna be too bad.
I think that maybe, I mean, it's close to 60, right? It's to 57. Mm-hmm. So, it is tough, right? Because at the end of the day, he messed up with a lot of the funds. One of the things that, this guy was sharp, right? I mean, the guy was from MIT. He was kind of very, he created these different companies, right? He was able to raise capital from big VC firms. Mm-hmm. So it's funny to me how they mess it up, right? He actually was, I believe, in Forbes. It's funny how Forbes is able to always put these people like the Theranos.
The Theranos, exactly.
She was on the cover of Forbes. Mm-hmm. This guy, I think that he also was on the cover of Forbes.
Yeah.
So under 30, I think. Billionaires under 30.
It's this whole halo effect. These people are normal people. They're not necessarily above, like head and shoulders above everybody else. It's just there's this halo effect for these folks that, go to these schools. They then automatically get funneled into these VC areas and things like that. But they screw up. They screw up even bigger than the average person, right? And so to a certain extent, you get tired of seeing it. And so, yeah, 25 years is a pretty good sentence for him. He really cheated a lot of people out of money, and it's a straight fraud. It's not, makes a lot of people really angry. And the thing is, this halo effect that you see with Silicon Valley and things like that, that's why they can get away with this stuff, is because they're in the system. They assume like they know what they're doing, but in reality, they're just faking it till they make it. Sometimes they're going to get caught. Yeah. And that's what happened here.
The defendants were only asking they were trying to get only 5 to 6 years for him jail time. But the prosecutors were saying, no, he's going to get 50 years. So at the max, it was about 110 years. Oh. So I guess he got something in the middle, a compromise.
Yeah, it's a decent compromise. Well, it was a white collar crime, right? He didn't go out and physically hurt people, but he did hurt monetarily a lot of people. Now, a lot of folks that get into these games, they already have tons of money, so they're just this kind of play money and they're investing. But some people really did pour like maybe their life savings into this, thinking, okay, I see the TV commercials. There's these big celebrities endorsing it. There's politicians that are receiving money, donations from FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. It must be legit. Like, it should be safe for me to put in all my money. And then a lot of people got burned. They got fried from Sam Bankman-Fried, right? So
for real, yeah. And for me, because I always play with these technologies or these companies, I noticed something funny about not being able to sell very quickly and get out of my positions. Mm-hmm. But the numbers over there in the because it was more for options, for Bitcoin options. And that was weird. And yes, there are liquidity problems, but I kind of sensed it and I pulled it out. And I'm glad. If not, I will be in the
part of that
in the
list,
pool of the bankruptcy,
the defendants list. Or no, prosecutors on the prosecutors, right? Yeah. Defendants, right?
The other thing that is interesting is, have you seen his girlfriend, Caroline? Man, she looks stressed.
Oh, good old Alameda girl. She's had better days, I'm sure. But I don't know. She did her part to put SBF away for 25 years. I know she was a cooperating witness, but I think she still probably has her own legal battle to come. So she may still get time as well. Yeah. But I'm assuming because she cooperated with SBF, she's probably looking at a more lenient sentence, and
maybe 5 to 10 years, huh?
Yeah. So I'm sure SBF and Caroline, they talked and said, look, it's not looking good anyways. How about you get the short end of the stick and, I get a more lenient sentence, and they probably work that out. So,
yeah, we'll keep telling you some of these nuggets, right? So that way we are doing the research for you. So, all right, man.
Yeah.
What else?
I think that's all we got for today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We love to hear from you. If you haven't watched our viral Bitcoin all-time high meme remix, check it out on our channel. That's all we've got for today. Dale.